Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Tuesday morning, afternoon or evening across the world where you may be at. And today I've got an article for you from the website carehome.co.uk, and the headline reads, Britons show huge lack of knowledge and misconceptions around autism. So I'm going to read the article and then I'll give my own autistic perspective towards the end. According to a charity which measures attitudes to autism, is planning to track changes in attitudes over time. The charity Autistica, a research charity, has announced it's developing the Autistica Autism Attitudes Index in a bid to change public perceptions of autism and autistic people. The charity has commissioned a survey which revealed that nearly 30% of people in Britain are unsure whether autism can be cured, and over a third believe it's just a simple learning disability. Nearly half of adults think that we are all somewhere on the autistic spectrum, and 39% believe that autistic people lack empathy, which is a common myth that means autistic people are left out of social relationships and social activities. Autistic's Dr. James Cusack, the only openly autistic chief executive, said that these findings reveal a huge lack of knowledge around autism across the UK. Clearly showing awareness is not enough. As a society, we need to learn what it is like for autistic people, and we can make an effort to understand. We can truly create an equal society for all people. So what is the Autism Attitude Index? It is a unique project where it comes to fully uncovering and understanding the public's views and beliefs about autism. The charity believes the misconceptions uncovered by this survey create and sustain many of the negative attitudes and stereotypes that autistic people face in everyday life. A lack of understanding makes difficulties faced by autistic people that much worse, leading to further exclusion and isolation within the UK. So that's the article in a snapshot. I will link it down in my video description down below. So what do I feel about it as an autistic woman, you may ask? Good question. So what are my thoughts as an autistic woman? As an autistic woman, I feel the misconceptions of autism is due to society's fear of what they hear about autism in the public media. I feel that society is getting a lot better and inclusive and understanding finally, but I'm still shocked that people believe that it's a simple learning disability. For me, I can actually say I don't have a learning disability. For many autistic people, they do actually have a learning disability. A lot of the times when people are diagnosed with autism, they do prior already have a learning disability, or are later diagnosed with a learning disability or a mental health issue on top of their autism spectrum disorder or autism spectrum condition, however they choose to self-identify. So the only thing I disagree with is that saying that everybody is on the spectrum. Please stop saying that. Not everybody is on the autistic spectrum. It is impossible. Not everyone can score traits or have difficulties with communication. People on the autistic spectrum score a certain points when it comes to communication or their lack of communication. So not everybody's on the autistic spectrum. That is extremely dangerous to say when you're trying to get across that you are autistic, and you've got people going, well, we're just all a little bit autistic. Oh, we're all on a little bit on the spectrum. No! Stop saying that. That's really irritating to me. I just don't like that. Also, it's very dangerous to self-diagnose. A lot of people now are self-diagnosing, which is really dangerous because it limits the official diagnosis. Like people like me who actually do have a medical diagnosis and a medical paper that I've shown many times here on the channel in previous times when people haven't believed me. Also, about social situations. For me, I've taught myself over the last few years to include myself in social situations. That means going out my comfort zone, talking to people, going to noisy venues like music venues, going to pubs, going to restaurants, going to other friends' houses. I do that to socially desensitize myself. I do it because I want to be included. I don't want to be isolated. Just because I have autism does not mean that I have to be publicly isolated or left on my own because I have an autism diagnosis and people are suddenly panicking. Oh, well, Gemma's not going to cope. Oh, we just won't involve her. Oh, we just won't ask her, We'll let her do her own thing. Like, don't include Gemma. No, wrong. The more you include me, the more that I can desensitize myself, the more I can talk to people, be involved in the situation, learn to discuss topics, learn where to jump into conversation, where not to jump into conversation. So again, you have to be very, very careful when it comes to that. as well. And the fact that people still believe that autism can be cured, what the bloody hell is wrong with you? You cannot cure autism. Autism is a neurodevelopmental disability. Again, I will link the National Autistic Society's website down below about what autism is, so that you can read for yourself. And the fact that people say, oh, people with autism don't feel, and that we're not empathetic. Really? I'm one of the most empathetic people going. Like, I will empathise with you deeply, on such a deep level that I often don't even know my own emotions are at stake, or my own mental health at stake. So again, you can't judge people by the cover, because you don't know what you're saying. So please stop saying things that you know what's best for you, because you don't. We all need to realise that all autistic people are different, and some of us might require lifetime incredible support. We might need to have carers, support workers, social workers, whereas some of us, like myself, are fully independent and require the most tiniest bit of support, like a social worker or family or a best friend or local media, just to give us that little bit of backup. Say, hey, you're doing a great thing, you're doing well, you're coping. Like, it's okay to ask for help. It is. All the time, I always say, ask for help when you need it. Seek a professional. Make sure you get the best help that you are entitled to. So we just need to recognise that everybody is different, and that the attitudes are finally changing here in the UK. Yes, it's taking its time to change, and yes, it's taking time people to adapt to autism and what autism is. But I hope I've helped explain this article. Like I said, I will link it down below in the video description. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will be back next time. Bye!